Alright, let's actually play some games. Let's actually play some games. Instead of just sitting here watching builds and such. Which I don't know. To be honest, I could do that all day. I could just sit there and watch videos and not do anything. Ooh. Sandwich made me thirsty. I have stuff stuck in my teeth though. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're at Elm Shore. Let's just see here. Help Palgino broker trade agreements. We're looking for Persoc. Okay. Cool. Well, let's just do some exploring through this area to see what we can find. See what's going on here in Elm Shore. Oh! They look a little nasty. Ogre Druid. Well, let's just see how things go. Shall we? Dun, dun, dun. Wait, hold up. Was she in the front? She wasn't supposed to be in the front. That wasn't supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Is that who you're currently smacking? You can continue to smack them. Oh, we need to kill her, huh? Yes. Oh, you know what? You don't have to do that, actually. Alright, let's see what we got here. I forgot about detonate. Let's use that. Seems like it'd be probably pretty good against the matron. Were they healing us? They got these like bug things, but we're getting healed. Oh, that's from what's his face, isn't it? The chanter. Sweet. Some ogre blood.
Certainly. They shall see
A cave.
while I see much.
Let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. More ogres. Oh, my wolf is not stealthed for some reason.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
I like how they just randomly attacked the hunter in the back. Oh, I need to rest, huh? We need to do a camping. Do a little camp.
Certainly.
I'm on the trail.
Okay. So that's all there is in this cave? Okay.
Nothing is closed to the perceptive. What you ask is done.
Oh, that's all that's in here? Okay. Hold up, my wife is texting me. Okay. That's all that was in here? Interesting. Alright, let's camp. Also need to change up my formation here. Yeah, you two need to switch. There we go. That's better. That's better. Oh, I forgot to loot something? Okay. Let's go down a little bit now. Look at that! Looks fucking cool, honestly. It looks like he could beat my ass. Some Aegir stones. Some forest trolls. Oh, that's actually a lot of enemies. I want to try that. Grieving Mother's pretty badass, huh? Like, damn. Oh, my party's got cool looking weapons and everything now. Oh. I was like, I hope it's not bugged. It was just...
Certainly.
chilling in combat there for a second. What is this? I'm just waiting for her to... Because I want to use this Mind Plague. Dang, she's badass. Kind of wish I had her the whole time I was doing White March.
Be cautious. Be constant. Certainly.
Oh, okay, we got a little soul here. Let's see what's going on. Asia Arch looms in front of you just as you saw it through Persoc's eyes. Sagani turns, watching the trees for movement. As the arch shadow falls over you, the wooded shore fades into a different scene. Standing in another forest, blackened, bare trunks claw their way out of the soil and keep a solemn vigil over the young trees and tender shrubs. You move slowly through the woods and the ruins scattered throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed buildings. Between and amidst it all are elves and Orlans, their faces painted and their bows drawn. Survival 12. Study the terrain. The rocky landscape, cool air, and evergreen growth suggest you are at a fairly high altitude. This is probably somewhere on the slope of a mountain. Burnt trees, crumbling ruins. Where is this? I've seen the next location.
I'll follow you. I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
You sound surprised.
I am. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever. I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
What changed?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasatok. But I've gotten to know you. Seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
What I mean is, thanks. No one's done this much for me in a very long time. Feels almost like I'm part of a village again. What will you do after this is over?
Good question.
After 5 years, I'm not sure what the point of this is. Persoc has moved on, and while I'm out here, everyone in Masuk is carrying on as normal. And that'll be the case whether I come back having found Persoc or die out here. To be honest, I'm not sure what that means for me. I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we've got to find Persoc as well as your Corey, Jimmy. Should give me time to figure out what I'll say to him. What do you think you'll tell him?
I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persoc's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
If I'd accomplished as much as Persoc, I would want to hear about it.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Who knows? When we find Theos, maybe you'll get your wish.
Onward!
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not.
Oh, I missed Kana. I really did. Truly, truly missed him. Alright, let's keep going. Let's just see what all is out here. Instead of Earth Blights, they're immune to slashing. Looks like they take frost damage, maybe? It's hard to know what spells to use sometimes. This seems like it might be good. Give it a try. I just like using her abilities, to be honest. Alright, let's not die now. Pretty please. But... oh, we're just gonna stand around? We're just standing around, huh? Very nice. Grants holy power. Friendly aura. Very nice.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's an awesome buff. Very nice. Fine warhammer, some boots of stability. Camping supplies. You gotta love it. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Okay, some random stuff. Kind of feel bad for killing those ogres. What if I didn't have to? You know? I did just kind of wander into their cave, didn't I? So these guys are actually immune to thunder. Well, those guys were a piece of cake.
Certainly.
Oh, there's another group over here. Well, I'm glad we didn't aggro them. Because that would not have been fun. Yeah. Definitely have not had been... Not have... Anyway. Anyway... What are you doing, man? Take your sword back out. Or not your sword, but... You know what I mean. Sometimes, you know, I mean, maybe it's me, maybe it's the game, who knows. But, My allies here seem to just kind of run around at their whim a little bit, you know? I'm sure it's not their fault, it's probably my fault. It's probably my fault.
This may prove useful.
What do you got here? Potion of Iron Skin, I'm into it. Then we got our cave, cool. Across the bridge. This is an interesting bridge. Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel bad because I've kind of like broken up the game a lot just from taking breaks and stuff, but
My mind feels sharp as steel.
my characters definitely feel like extremely powerful. Who's this guy? Dying monk? Please, traveler. What happened? Forgetful, so careless. Cuts on my knuckles from the morning's practice. The Stelgers, they smelled the blood on me. Thought they found their next meal. They were almost correct. You are known to us, Watcher. We know you have treated others honest, fairly. I have need of someone trustworthy to finish my mission. Be still. Allow me to tend to your wounds, or at least ease the pain. Your intentions are kind, but I must embrace my suffering and ready my soul for its next journey. This must be delivered to my order. Take it! It needs to be carried to the celestial sapling. Give this to my brothers. They will reward you. Don't open it. The contents are for my brothers only. If the seal is broken, they will... Examine the case. The scroll case is crafted of darkly stained oak and it's in the likeness of a thin tower. Along its length, 5 wax seals adorn the case, each with its own symbol: a small flame, an open palm, a crescent moon, a shining sun, and a balanced scale. Stow the scroll case in your back. Yeah, I'm not gonna read. I won't read it. We're not gonna read it. Alright. We gotta be... I know we've, killed everyone in the game by accident. But we gotta be good, We gotta be good. I guess I have to go down here to go to the next area? Yeah. Let us make our way. Let us make our way. I guess I don't have to be stealth, but what if we run into something? Oh, here we go.
Anyone suspected of treachery must be reported at once. Good, you have come. You have heard of the recent defections from our order caused by this apostate in Kratom.
Yes, I have.
This is a dangerous woman whose lies spread like plague. She inspires chaos, sows conflict. Because of these unusual circumstances, I am speaking to all our initiates personally to ensure there is no more dissension.
You mean because she was one of us?
Who she was no longer matters. If her following continues to grow, there will be war, and all our work will be undone. You were recruited from Kratom, were you not? You must have known this heretic woman, Yavara.
At hearing the name, a flood of memories pours into your mind. Ooh, wow. So you kind of get to choose what you want her to be. Let's go with... That's actually what I was going to go with too. Yeah. That's actually what I was going to go with. I was in love with her.
I see. And did she return the sentiment?
Yes.
I trust that you will snuff out this flame if it still burns. The gods do not take pity on traitors. I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to.
Yes, we did.
You will answer to me as well.
Yes, we did. I understand, Your Eminence. As far as multi-classing, yeah, we'll take a look at it when we get there for sure.
Eyes open.
I'm going to assume that the answer is yes because it sounds cool. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, I didn't realize there was a middle path. Let's go there first. That is cool. I am very into that.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for.
Oh, what do we have here? Nothing. Yet. I assume that there may be something there at a future date. It definitely doesn't look like nothing. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Okay. Hearth Song. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Tread carefully, Estromor.
Estromor. Another fugitive from the burning city. The 6 tribes of Ir Glanfith welcome you to the Twin Elms. Before you lies the Hearthsong district. You are free to explore it. But do not let your feet stray into the other districts. There are forbidden Estromorn. Why is it forbidden to enter the remaining districts of the Twin Elms? Twin Elms is a sacred city built where the first keepers of stone met the builders. It exists alongside the works of the builders and is the only place in all of Ir Glanfith where it is permitted to set foot among these sacred places. The Estromorn, however, do not have proper respect for the stones here. A leader of one of the tribes could give you permission of the city. Only Amanofath Bethuel is present in this passage of the Six today, and she has her own troubles. What can you tell me about Twin Elms? City is sacred to all Glenfathans, as it is the place where our ancestors first encountered the builders. That fated meeting turned our people from generations of wandering to a permanent home among the builders' relics. When the builders commanded us to settle here, they allowed us the unique privilege to live among their structures here. It's the only place in Ir Glenfith where that is permitted. The sacred city is divided into 4 districts: Hearthstone, Common District, Old Song, the site of our temples, Elms Reach, home of Delamgon and Druids, and the Burial Isle, which is the most sacred place in the city. Cool. Best that you keep your visit brief. Word has reached our ears that the riots have ended and the gates of Defiance Bay had opened once more. So now I'm sure we will have plenty of people to talk
This is where
to
the famous hunters of Air Glanfoth dwell?
and quests to get. Tempest, Theurge, Oracle, Warden, Asic, Liberator, Universalist, Beastmaster, Pathfinder, and Sorcerer. Oh, it's going to be hard to pick one of those. This one's freaking awesome. Alright. Nope, we're not stealing. No stealing. So we got some hunters, a protector. What is this? Market? Tribespeople. Pumpkin the Quarg. You have gained an orange tabby cat. Great! Well, so far I haven't seen anyone to... Oh. Okay. Triggered something. Still, Estremor, the rest of the city is forbidden except by order of one of the Onam Fatha. Trespassing in Twin Elms is punishable by death. How do I get permission? You can always find one of the Fatha in the Passage of the Six. Perhaps they will listen if she can tolerate your barbaric language. Alright, buddy. You don't have to be a jerk about it. Alright? You don't have to be a jerk. This is true. I don't know where my cat is. He's around here somewhere. What is in this home?
I'm on the trail.
Nope, we're not stealing anything. Well, that was interesting. There's another house over here. Always gotta try and get the side quests. Oh, apparently I need some coffee or something.
Eyes and keen ears. Many blessings, traveler.
Lindsay. I like your songbird. Does it have a name? The short version is Beaker. Okay. No quest. Maybe she will later. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious.
Hello.
Let's see. No, I don't want. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get in there. Okay. All right. Stronghold. Gottfold the Drunker, a local inebriate, has wandered onto the stronghold grounds. He's asking for help asking for help with his accumulated debts. Can I even make it back to my castle in 4 days? Another home. Alright, guys. Calm down. Alright? I'm not trying anything. I'm just wandering around. Ooh. A key, huh? Interesting. Oh, Celestial Sapling. Wait, that's where the guy told me to take his scroll. Oh, excuse me. You know what? I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So is this like the tavern? Huh. Well, very interesting.
Hello.
Haggard shoes. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems you've walked a long road. All are welcome here, and those with interesting stories most welcome of all. Who are you? Call me Haggard Shoes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Frightened Villager. Hello, Frightened Villager. You! You're the one he is looking for. You killed Lord Raedric. What if I did? You don't understand. It didn't work. I'm one of the guards at the keep. Was one of the guards. He's killed most of them, the ones you didn't. Kolsk. He didn't last very long. Nothing but empty air, him. Nice enough to work for, I mean. Much nicer, but that didn't help him when Raedric came back. He came back! Gods, the screaming. His eyes. It was like he was burning inside. He says he's come back to lead us like before. Says he's going to kill you for what you've done. Told him I'd find you, give you his challenge. Do it all honorable, that sort of thing. He let me go, and I kept running as far as my coin let me. Funny, me running into you anyhow. I suppose you have some kind of trap waiting for me back there. Who? Me and the poor fools Raedric threw off the ramparts. I haven't got a thing to do with him, and begging your pardon, but I'd rather keep as far away from you as I can manage. Just gonna sit here and drink until I don't remember a thing. Wish you all the luck in the world, friend. There's something awful in that keep, howling after your blood. Yeah, Kolsch did not help us in the end. Yeah. Have a moment. I'd like a word with
How
you.
do you do?
Gwyneth. It's good to see someone from a more civilized lands around here. I'm learning firsthand that many shortcomings of Glanfeth hospitality. I can almost forgive the hostility towards outsiders, but the temperate taverns and these watered-down drinks is inexcusable. Hope I don't seem too forward, but I need to help my friends, and you look like the right person for the job. Which is to say, you're not Glanfathan, making you the closest thing I brought to an ally in this paranoid land. And allies, well, they help each other, do they not? What help do you need? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Glenfathan scouts, and not just any mob of local zealots, the Fangs. The Fangs are brutal, relentless, eager to make an example of troublesome outsiders. As for why I need your help, I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble is coming, and I need someone ready to fight if it comes to that. With any luck, we'll reach my friends before the Fangs do, but if not, the Fangs have a reputation to uphold, so this might require spilling blood. Why aren't you with the rest of your friends? Why not warn them yourself? It was my turn to handle Far Patrol. I spotted the Fangs on my trek back to camp. I knew that rejoining the main group would risk leading the enemy right back to the expedition. I know the woods and I know how to stay quiet, but I didn't want to stake my friends' lives on my ability to sneak past expert hunters like the Fangs. If they noticed me warning my friends, we'd have been overrun. But if they notice me and some reinforcements, like, say, you, well, at least then we can scare them off or put up a good fight. What did your friends do to draw the attention? Just setting foot in Ear Glanfeth is a good way to offend tribes. I don't know how they picked up our trail. I suspect one of our newer scouts didn't cover his tracks well enough. When I spotted the Fangs, they were retracing a path the expedition had taken days before. Tell me about your expedition. I think we're on a mission of reclamation. So that our armies left behind many valuables. So the way I see it, we're simply gathering up what our ancestors left behind. I doubt the Glenfathans will agree with me on this. Expedition set out from Defiance Bay, heading directly east. The plan was for me to keep my eyes on the Glenfathans while the main group scouted the area. Your friends are trespassing by local custom. They're criminals. You'll forgive me if I'm not sympathetic with face painters and their barbaric laws. I'm not pretending that what we're doing is noble. I just don't believe trespassing is a crime that warrants execution. I mean, I don't really want to help her. She's calling them barbarians and face painters, and like, it's kind of messed up, you know? I'll help you warn them. Assuming the things didn't already get to them, my friend should now be at or around the Pilgrim's Trail in Northwald. Plan was to camp along a trail leading to the Temple of Hylia. Find my comrades, warn them the things are coming, and help them clear out any of the forest. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they shouldn't be killed, but, you know, they're also trespassing. So. If the gods smile on us, we won't have to draw steel. Should it come to that, I'm glad you're on our side. I thought, are the monks up here or something? Could have sworn I was supposed to take this scroll back to some monks. Ah, here they are. Speak of the devil. Or the monks.
Greetings.
Here we go. This room needs a proper door. My brothers and I rented this space so we'd have a measure of privacy in this foreign land. I met another monk in robes like yours. He died of his wounds right as I found him. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here if you found him. He gave me this missive. Hand me that! I mean, please, this is of great importance. My brethren, the arch martyr has sent word. At long last we have what we need. Thank you, stranger. Your honest soul is to be applauded, and I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected the seals to be broken. I'm glad to see common decency not yet lost from this world. Your honesty must be rewarded. What was I rewarded? Aelia Brachia. Oh, a shield. That I will definitely never use. That's okay. Oh, kind of leveled up. Sweet. They shielded their eyes against the vampire's gaze. Chanter's allies gain a bonus to their will defense and to resist charm, confused, dominated afflictions. Provides a barrier that soaks up damage. Yo, that sounds kind of really good. Chanter's allies regain a portion of damage they inflict as endurance. I mean, freaking AoE shield. That sounds so good. Alright, let's rest.
Good day to you.
I'd like a room, please. You know, sometimes that's all you need. The satisfaction of doing something good.
Good day to you.
What do you have for sale? I need one camping supply, so we'll just buy that. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's go talk to the person, see if we can get access to the rest of the city. Cool. Okay. Oh. Well, let's go back. Shall we? Oh, Renato. She'll pay, that witch. She'll... You there, have you come here to trade with the savages? Learn from my example and take your business elsewhere. Liars, cheats, swindlers. That duplicitous bitch Alarhi, she claimed to be selling... Oh my god. Words I can't say. Alardigola. I'll get my money back from that swindling savage. What do you intend to do about this? When I get my hands on... I'm in the savage's home court, so it's my word against hers. Where does that leave me? I'd be a fool to threaten her here on tribal soil. I cannot sell this worthless herb to recover my coin, and I'm powerless to confront Alari. I don't suppose... If you are willing to mediate, perhaps you could succeed where I failed. I would, of course, pay you handsomely. I'll see what I can do. In Hearthsong's Market. Okay, cool. I know where that is. Both of my animals decided to pay me a visit.
Wait. I don't
Oh.
know if I should go through with this. Make the trade deal with the Anamenfath.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
If a Valiant deal with the Glanfathens weakens the Deerwood, it could mean war for the Republics in the future.
What other option do you have?
I could put the idea in the Anamenfath's head that the Republics are not interested in exclusive trade, but limited trade of goods that they do not already trade with the Deerwoodens.
It's the right thing to do. The Deerwoodens are at mercy of the Republics and they don't even know it. Your actions today can prevent further suffering. If you do that, I doubt the Dukes will be forgiving. Consider your options carefully, Pallegina. The ramifications of for yourself and these nations could be great. Do we go with the diplomatic option or the benevolent option? I'm thinking the benevolent option. Yeah, benevolent. She nods her head resolutely. Oh, it does. Well, we just made a big decision then. Look at me and all my glowing weapons.
Estramor, what do you want?
Careful, this woman's young for an elder and looking to prove herself, I think. I'm looking for another who passed through the city.
Few Estramoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Estramoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
You're having some kind of trouble, maybe I can help. I'm afraid not.
Looters have grown bolder at the sites of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the three Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children.
Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. That Anamenfath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is
Ooh.
out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamfath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Furlt. Vision of an Orlan man appears near Bethel. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them. He points behind you. Turning, you see a ghostly shape of 5 other Anamthatha. Another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, a frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. You're angry about something. I hear it in your voice. What is it? Are the outrages I listed for you not enough? Trouble brews, and none of it is my choosing. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence stream between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. War. They're headed for war. Remind them of Felwart's warning. Does Furwolt's warning mean anything to you? Furwolt's soul image gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Anamenfath. He looks up at you again. I tried to tell them. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estramorn.
You'd better explain yourself.
The Builder's souls have touched even the Estremorn.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anums, a watcher of souls.
Yes, I am. What are the things from Dune called? I can't remember. Anyway. Yes, I'm a watcher. That explains much.
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anumfoth of our tribe then. When the Estremoric farmers defiled the Builder's monuments, Feralt urged the other Anumfotha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed. Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the Builders as we do. He also believed the Builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
After 2 wars with the Dyrwood, his warning is more relevant than ever.
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
An image of a polished Aegir cube flashes into your mind. There is writing on the sides, but the image is too faint for you to read. The Anna Minfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing at a pointed claw. You can't change the past, but your choices now still matter. Yes, that is a problem.
Another Estremor came through here a few days ago and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estremoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man, who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
Maybe I could help.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estremoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
You again see the polished Aegir cornerstone in your mind. This time the image is clear. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form words. A gift from the Builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door while the Builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
I know.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Guided Compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the Builders to us,
Hell yeah.
find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elm's Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
One of my companions, a representative of the Valen Republics, wishes to discuss a trade issue with you. Yes, the Valen godlike, blessed of Hylia. So they say. In diplomat of the Duke Bells, I understand that you were to be sent here with trade assurances from your masters. Revered Alminfath, it It is true that I was chosen to convey these assurances, but understand that I was fashioned more for war than etiquette. In these dangerous times, perhaps it is better to send warriors to do diplomats' work. Indeed. Anna Minfath, regarding the exclusive trade agreement, nod head, smiling warmly. The Republics feel it would be best in the long-term interest of all parties if you maintained your traditional goods trades with the Deerwood. A strange turn. What do the Republics want then? Ta'andra Tara pearls. Trade will be picking up quickly on them in the Eastern Reach. You will buy them exclusively from us for the next 5 years. In exchange, we will be your exclusive market for Adraban and Karo Golan for the same period. An interesting proposition, Valen. We will send emissaries south to discuss the details at greater length. Your appearance here speaks well of your Duke's intentions. Revered Anna Minfath.
That's it. My position in the Brotherhood gone. I can't believe I just made up new trade terms to the Glanfath and Anna Minfath. Postenagel.
Palagina, you did the right thing for the Republics. Even if the Dukes can't see it from their vantage, you can deal with their disapproval later.
Verus. They have a saying in Biagete. New gold clears even the oldest debts. If I'm right, all will be forgiven. If not, there's nothing I can do about it now.
True. What was that? Oh, weird. All right. We can get into the city. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go to the market first, though, because we have a quest. Let's see what this lady has to say about the herbs that she sold. Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Oh, it's just so she's gone. Okay.
Hail, Estremor.
Have a look of a hunter. Derwin's weapons may protect the woman who seeks out misfortune, but my supplies will help you survive out in the wilds. So he's got a one-handed mace, blunderbuss, pistol, a staff, grants 3 fireballs, +2 intellect, only usable by paladin. Oops. What are you using right now? Reflex and healing bonus?
Builder's wisdom to you.
I mean, sure, we can buy it. Can't hurt. Young girl looks around about the market with a disinterested gaze. Welcome, Estremor. Alarhi is not here, so I'm running the shop while she's away. If you're looking for herbs, tinctures, oils, or ointments, and I've got everything you need. I'm looking for her. Where might I find her? Lives not far from here. Climb up the stairs. At the top, there's a circle of ruins. Do you know it? It's on the north side of Hearthsong. Anyway, her house is right there. Cool. Anything good? No. Okay. Mazden.
Hail, Estremor.
I hold here many delicious cheeses. Great.
Hail, Estremor.
Weapons. Tell me about your craft. Take up one of my blades and you hold a weapon 5 generations in the making.
Builder's wisdom to
That's a
you.
little extra, isn't it? So you got a one-handed club. It's superb with plus 12 accuracy. 20% of damage restored as endurance. Star Caller. Exceptional. Attacks can stun on crits. Interesting. That's probably not worth it. Let's just buy that. See if she has... Okay, so she has some unique armor here. Plus 3 resolve. I wonder if that would be worth putting on my main character. Exceptional plus 4 damage reduction, plus 1 endurance per 3 seconds. I mean, I don't know, this seems pretty good to me. Helm of Dark Sea, plus 2 perception. Sure. Sure. Oh, that cape is very paladin, isn't it? I feel like you need some more damage reduction. Let's give you this. Ah, it's very fitting with your hair, too. Can I put this club on anyone? Maybe on you? Let's see. So they're both fast. Oh, but this one does more damage. It's accurate 1. Oh, it's really accurate. What does this do? 30% of grazes converted to hits. 10% chance to cast Dazing on hit. Grants prayer against treachery. Grants suppress affliction. We'll just use that. I like that better. So this has 18 DR, which is pretty ridiculous. What armor am I using? 11 DR, superb, plus 6 damage reduction, so it's 17. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we can't put it on her. I mean, it's just too good. I already have a ring that gives me plus 2 resolve anyway. Minor ring of protection. Do I have any better rings? Suppress affliction, combusting wounds, plus 5 deflection. Nah. Okay. Cool. Tamra.
Estremor?
Just some exceptional hide armor. Okay. You're doing great. Even though you don't have any unique pieces of armor. Which, you know, might help your case a little bit, you know what I mean? Might help your case a little bit. Might help your case. Okay. Okay, so let's, oh, so one of her homes are up here. Okay. Or her home is one of the ones that's up here. So let's go. Oh, it's got to be this one, right? Because this is the empty one. She's got her squad, huh? She's got her squad. You speak on Renato's behalf, I presume. I knew he would convince someone to do his bidding. I did not suspect it would be the Estremor involved in all the chaos at Defiance Bay. Does the presence of my armed entourage concern you? You're expecting a defenseless shopkeeper, am I right? Stillness. Give the Estremor a chance to speak. We are not deer, wood, and beast here. Hospitality reigns. Envoy of the Valen, speak the message you are sent to deliver. I want to hear your side of the story. The first step of any sensible path. Renato did purchase from me several bushels of Alard Gola, and for it he paid a high price, but did so willingly, saying it was a bargain right as he handed me his copper. It was after our trade that the Valen spit his venom. Renato accused me of trickery, of fraud, claiming I delivered withered likeness of Alard Gola and not the genuine root. Such an error, for in truth he is beyond the help of Alard Gola. Renato's old brow isn't firm enough for a full draw. No amount of Alard Gola will give him the spear of a young hunter. A fair deal was made, and now Renato's objects, angry that his withered family plow is beyond Ermal remedies. I have never sold anyone a remedy I knew to be false. If Renato does not silence his slanderous tongue, we will do it for him. What kind of punishment do you have in mind for Renato? Yeah, he does. He's just mad. He's just mad about it. Renato has slandered his host, making him no longer a guest. The merchant must vanish from Twin Elms. But Glenfathan hospitality must be observed always. He is to be given a chance to leave on his feet before he bleeds on his back. Deliver, in our name, a warning. Tell Renato that if he does not leave, he will be accused of conspiring to pilfer Ingwithian relics from our lands. He won't risk a trial by the Council of Anampatha. If he won't listen, tell him that his family member will end in that his faulty member will end in a cage, just like his black beetle. Food for our birds. Oh my gosh! I will deliver the message. One thing about trying to play the diplomat is you do a whole lot of running back and forth and talking to a bunch of people. Which is fine.
All right, Kana?
Have you ever looked up, felt a sudden surprise at where you are? I think it's just sunk in. Oh.
Only every day. You'll get used to it.
Alright, Renato.
Hail, traveler.
Alari gave me this beetle in a cage for you. She said your problem would end in the same place if you continue your stay in Twin Elms. Insufferable witch, she can shove that beetle in her fetid mating hole. Her mating hole? Alright, Renato. Just because your mating spear doesn't work doesn't mean that you have to go insulting other people's mating holes. Her and her face-painting thugs will pay for this insult. He reaches out to strike the cage from your hand. Quickly grab Renato's hand before it strikes. Madigo! Savage, filthy animals, this damn city will burn. I'll kill you! His voice gurgles mid-sentence. The tip of an arrow gleaming red protrudes from his throat. The merchant quivers in quick spasm, flailing his arms. You look up and notice a Glenfath and Archer approaching the scene. Well, I mean, kind of deserved it, didn't he? It's not our custom to tolerate squabbles between Estremorn. I'm sure you understand. Before you reply, she walks away, moving with confident strides. Well, that issue is taken care of. All because the man needed a little help with his wang. And now he's dead. Was it worth it? You tell me. Renato won't trouble you anymore. He's dead. Dead? I'm not surprised given his behavior thus far, but the death of a Valen merchant could bode poorly for trade. Still, the matter is settled, and Renato will no longer darken our market. Here is your payment for services rendered. Travel safely, Estremor. So much copper. So much.
Segan, what is it like not to see your children for so long? I imagine it must be difficult.
Even in Masuk, I'm on the hunt more than at home. But 5 years. It's been a strain.
Then to your good fortune. Ado Vidorio. May you see them all again soon.
Do not try my patience, Estremor. You shall not pass without the permission of the Anampatha. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. Always too cozy with the Estremoran. Go then, mind your step around the sacred stones. So can I only go to one place for now? Oh no, I can go to either one. Okay, so where do I need to go? That's done. That's Northwold. Elms Reach. Yeah. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got. a home, Old Song District, Hall of Warriors, Golden Grove. So that's where I need to go for the quest. That takes me to Old Song. Let's check out this building first. Hey.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Ooh, okay. Excuse me. Oh my god, I got a tiny beetle as a pet. That's awesome. So this has DR7, well, 11. 10 defense against spells and +2 athletics. Recovery speed, friendly aura, 15 accuracy against beasts, exceptional, so it has 16, and this has 11. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really seem worth it, does it? Doesn't really seem worth it. It's nice to have, I guess. What is this? Oh, just another home. Cool. Very special warrior's lodge you need to visit. Inside it is very interesting quest. Okay. Yeah, we'll check it out. For sure. We will check it out for sure. Now I'm going to try to do as many quests as I can. Oh, apparently that coffee didn't help enough. Hall of Warriors. Let's go check it out. Nope, there's a named person. Let's talk to said named person. All right, now, as you can see, I got important things to do at this moment. Well, excuse me, Mr. Important Pants. I'm obviously very busy too. Okay, I guess it's this guy.
What brings you here?
Smock. It's not many Estremoran who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethel must be feeling especially soft today. Do you think he'd mind if I pet his Stelgar? Remember how well that worked last time? Come to hear your future at Tir Evron, or to make your own at the Blood Sands. What's the Blood Sands? An ancient place of sacrifice, in a cave by the Great Elms himself. Reston and his druids have been an integral part of Glenfathan's society for generations. No matter what some of the other tribes may say, Ir Glenfath was has held its own against the Estremoran because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It is what's kept our society alive for so long. You don't seem fond of us. I fought in the Broken Stone War and the War of the Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down defending the places of the builders, and I shed blood alongside Galvin Regd himself. Now the Estremoran seem to think it's okay. Seem they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites, or worse, they will find sanctuary in our lands. And I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Glenfathan soil. They're desperate. The best of them want to find a cure. The worst are looking for an excuse to plunder. Isn't there room for you both? In 200 years, Defiance Bay and New Hamar have outgrown their crooked cobblestones. They rupture and reek like bloated corpses. No, inviting them into our lands would be the end of us. In my 250 years, I've led people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact and largely through the reputation of the three-tusked Stelgar. I've sired a dozen children, and none have been deemed fit to take my place. I could care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estremoran lores, but it is important that I find that my successor continue this path. Is your role hereditary? Not entirely. We believe the souls of our ancestors come back to us, and that a strong soul may bear many more. All souls may be tested against elders. The Riao looked first among my children for a successor, but their souls are weak. Ordinarily, they would turn to others in my tribe, to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily, but we share a tradition of fostering the children of our other tribes, and the Anamfatha Fisher Crane has trusted his youngest to my care, and as none of my own blood are fit to take my place, the Riao will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Anamfath, and my foster daughter to take my place. Couldn't you just send her back to her family? That'd be a grave insult to the Fisher Crane. The repercussions with the other Anamfatha would be severe. I have no doubt that she would make a fine leader, but not among three-tusked Stelgar. The Orlans of Fisher Crane have lived in Thayan Bog for 1,000 years, and they are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements, but this will not deter the Estremoran on open ground. Ooh, buddy! Oh, you got a lot to say! Separate is determined that's for further encroachment. But if a child of Fisher Crane leads our tribe, then they'll lose that boldness. The child will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. No matter what I try to teach her, it will not be enough. There's a way you could help if you could steel your soft heart to do something difficult but necessary. Go on. Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. The Druids of Bloodsands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for three-tusked Stelgar. So all we have to do is steal a baby soul? What's the catch? There's a house in southeast Hearthsong next to the river. The child will be asleep, and I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. Take her and bring her to Keeper Word Hut in Bloodsands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with the liquid essence, bring it back to me. Very well, I'll help you. Okay. Whew. He was a little mouthy, huh? Had a lot to say. Lyros. Wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? He asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? Maybe he's right about the three-tusked Stelgar growing weak, but if this is the price of strength, it isn't worth it. The tribes have suffered this long because we've stuck together. Barely more than a child himself, and yet he speaks wisdom, compassion. A pity his people did not deem him fit to lead. Do you have another idea? There's an herbalist among the Ovits of the Golden Grove. Bledha, that's her name. They all gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a poison. Samak wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. There's a family resemblance. You want me to murder your father? No, but it's better than allowing him to murder this child. Let me guess, if Simok dies, then you're next in line. It's not like that. The Real have already determined that my soul isn't strong enough. Whoever follows my father, it won't be me. Why not return the child to her birth parents? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining that we're shielding her from her father might make matters much worse for both tribes. There's an easier way to kill him. I've got to think about this. Hope you don't have to think too hard. I'm warning you now, Estramor. Don't go anywhere near Vela. I'm my father's son in one regard, anyway. So we have a choice. I can either get a poison, or I can either get the poison, or I can get the child. It was all of that in Hearthsong. Is in a house by the river. Is it this house? I feel like it was in a different area. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah. Where was it? I have to read the quest again. It's in Hearthstone. Okay, yeah. Hearthsong. Hearthstone. I used to play a lot of Hearthstone. And I've also played a lot of World of Warcraft, which has a Hearthstone in it. This looks like a house by a river. Well, gee whiz, this must be the right place. It's a baby. It's a baby. And then we have to go talk to the druid. Oh! I knew my father was a soulless beast, but you... I was just gonna take her someplace safe. Not a chance. I don't want to fight! Well, it's too late, isn't it?
Wait.
It doesn't have to be like this. Rip. It doesn't have to be like this. I guess it's too late now. Where's the poison? One of the ovates of the Golden Grove. So that was back in the other area, right?
Certainly.
Pretty sure I saw something about Golden Grove here. I didn't want to kill him. Yep, cool. Let's go. Bleda.
Builder's wisdom to you.
I've got the herbs and potions, or I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something else to ease your travels. White leaf, nice way to spend an afternoon and the following night and most of the next day. I hear that you can make certain poisons. I only deal in tonics that heal and enlighten. Of course, many beneficial substances can be harmful when taken in great quantities, but that's just Worth's way of keeping all things in balance. Really? What kind of substances? Oh, there's plenty. Concentrated Carogolin, undistilled spider venom, rotten blood moss. I mean, undistilled spider venom sounds like a great way to kill somebody. Well, my friend Stelgar is dying. He wants to ease the creature's passing. Here, take this. It works slowly, but this will send him back to the cycle kindly enough. Just see that it doesn't get misplaced. Half a dose would kill an Amoa. Let's see your stocks. A bunch of potions. And a tiny sporely. How cute. You look like you might have a quest.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Hail to you. May your time in the Golden Grove be enriching. If you're in need of services, speak with Bloodhush. She can see your concerns. Oh, nope, no quest. Ooh, Iswald, you look like you have a quest, maybe. Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Estremor.
You got a lot of shit to say, buddy. Alright. Let's get him to drink the poison. See what happens. Give Samok the poison. Here's the potion you asked for. Something's wrong. What are you trying to give me? This is distilled essence, really. Well, I don't think we're going to be experiencing the thing that you thought we were going to there, Tinwin. Yeah. Yeah. Um. There we go. Oh, what happened? Well, rip.
Don't think I can pull
Murder, yep. That's just how it always ends up this way, doesn't it? I don't want it to happen this way, but that's just what happens somehow every time. Jesus! What is killing me? It's like something's like exploding. Well, we got a nice little shield. Well, okay. We killed everyone.
Certainly.
I'll take a look.
I guess that's just the
I
way
shall
it
do as
goes
you ask.
sometimes.
What you ask is done. I shall do as you ask.
I might as well take
you
their
ask
stuff
is done.
too. Since we killed everyone. You know, it's like, what's a little stealing after a bit of murder, you know? Oh. That seems really good. Well, we killed everyone. That's about on par for this playthrough, though, isn't it? Just killing everybody. Even when we're trying to be nice. So what happens to the baby? Do I still have a baby? We just have a baby. What do I do with the baby? I don't know what to do with him. Oh, I guess I could give him that sword. +5 will. The will defense opposes attacks that are mentally based. Huh. Sure. Wait. How much damage does it do? Oh, yeah. Sure, dude. There you go. Well, I like how no one out here gave a shit. They're just like, ah, yes. They're fighting in there again. Wait, so since I have the baby, does that mean that I can still take it to the blood sands? I wonder if we can still sacrifice the baby. Anyway.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara Ix Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now.
I can't wait to kill him.
We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how will we get Iavara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
I'm a mommy now? I guess so. I guess we'll just keep the baby. What did Drake say? God's plan?
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar, an ancient soul like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell her and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of her predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
My business concerns the health of this land, and you would be wise to aid me.
That may be, flesh creature. But I do wonder whether your intentions are quite so noble as that. Are you here for the land, or for you?
She is here for Thalos Ix Arcanon. That much is evident.
The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago. and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Stopping him might end Waidwin's legacy.
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low, even for the Leaden Key.
I told you we should have confronted him, Sheila. He has always been a poison.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister. Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have
No.
been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man.
It's true.
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
What's she mean? I thought Merwald said... What? But this can't be right. Not after everything. There must be someone else we can ask. I'm sorry. Mariko, there must be some way to be chained to a past, a bitter and grievous thing, Watcher. So this has all been for nothing, and I'm going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
Hold on. Sorry about that. I was trying to figure out why my dog was freaking out. Someone left a package at the door. Okay. I had to believe in something.
You would rather believe in a comforting falsity than accept a hard truth. A common trait among your kind. Endearing in some ways, but it is an obstruction. A lie within a lie. It is only when you face that truth, abandon hope of salvation, and digest its uncompromising absoluteness, that a soul's true nature is laid bare. However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
What is it?
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos, would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have
That's
followed
true.
the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos' path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you know where you went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get to him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yamen. A shortcut, in fact.
A shortcut?
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What do you mean with the help of the gods?
The pit is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow. The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
What is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people, but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledge their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
How would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help.
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
So it's the only way. Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake, the feeling is shared.
Is there no other way?
None.
How do I pray?
Ter Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I wish to undo the harm he's caused.
You would need to have twice as many lifetimes as he to repair his savage work.
But perhaps there are strides you can make.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
Oh, so I have -4 perception and -4 constitution. Let's go rest first. Just in case perception is a important skill. Which it tends to be. We can put the baby down for a nap. What the heck? Did I not loot this? Let's do a little rest. Take a little rest break.
Welcome.
So that we're all nice and rested and buffed up before we Try to talk to some gods, you know what I mean?
You must gather your party before...
I feel like that's important. Just a little bit important, you know? Just a little bit. I wonder how this is gonna go. These moments in games are always so interesting. At least if I think that it's going to be the way that it is. Where it's like you have to choose certain things, so to speak. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I could click on that. Whoops. Here we go. Whoa!
This place is one where a spirit may hear itself.
So that's like a... That looks like a skull or something. Nothing happens when you approach Woedica's shrine. A piercing ring fills your ears. You near Whale's shrine. There's no other response. Before the shrine sits the constellation of a snarling hound, fangs bared, prey to Galawain. This shrine sits before a bright constellation, its stars forming the oval shape of an egg. A pair of wings sprout from the egg, stretching out to either side. In the glittering stars of the nearby constellations, you see the grim shape of a skull. Its jaws are wide, prey to Burath. In the nearby constellation, you can make out the shape of a strange horned beast. From time to time, you think you sense a faint chill emanating from the shrine. Just as a sway to reach him, I have to ascend through the pit. You need to pray to them. The gods, however, can grant me safe passage. To ask for their favor, I need to pray to them in Tir Evron, where they are said to commune with mortals. Listen to each god and take their quests. Don't promise yourself to one. Okay, sure. Pray to Hylia. You step before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual words. Oh, God. I don't know. Was it in the books? She's got the egg, right? So, let's see. Live every note of life's song. Struggle is our fundamental nature. Ocean sorrow. All life ends in stillness. An egg with wings. What is an answer without a question? Your words seem to fade, once voiced as if they are cast into vast emptiness. The hall grows deathly silent, and then the ground starts to tremble. Oh, I guess we didn't do that one right.
Try something else.
So I wonder if you don't get it right, you have to do a fight and then... Okay, here we go. You shut your eyes to pray as you wait in darkness. In darkness, the world around you changes. You feel sunlight bright and warm on your face, and a light breeze carries music to your ears. As vivid as these sensations feel, you somehow know they are not real. You look around, you find yourself in an open-air temple on the mountain of the summit. It's filled with elves, Orlans, Pallegina takes it all in with squinting eyes and a wry smile. Am I supposed to feel at home here, really? Everyone is singularly absorbed in a particular pursuit. Still, others scribble stanzas of poetry. You feel the breeze again, two elves basking in the sunlight shimmer. Look at this place. All these people coming together to share their creations, and what on earth is that painting supposed to be? Oops. Alright, OBS, come on. There we go. Ugh, stupid bots. Okay. Largest group gathers in the middle of a temple. They sing a lush, chaotic harmony composed of several complementary melodies. Others drift towards singers and ones and twos as is buffeted by a gust of wind or a praise of song. I think it's the wind, but the chirping changes to screeching. Hundreds of birds take to the sky. Sakani raises her bow. Something must be coming. Devotees glance at the trees, just barely distracted from their activities. But the wind picks up, scattering their pages of poetry and art and ripping the songs from their lips. Dark shape blots out the sun. Tell what it is, but unfolds. The wind roars over the summit. Seldom a good sign. Before you can flee, a shadow falls over the temple. It begins as a stain in the corner and spreads. Reaches the nearest kith. Darkness swallows her, leaving only a puff of smoke. 2 elves you saw earlier flee. Seem to see you reaching out, calling silently after you. The others seem frozen. Songs of joy turn to screams of agony. What purpose, what lesson could possibly lie behind such destruction? You look up again at the source of the shadow, but the eclipsed sun forms a blinding corona. You can, however, feel heat. Restore my temple. You look down and find yourself standing next to Hylia's shrine in Tir Evron. Your pulse still races and your skin is damp. Okay.
Certainly.
Next. Pray to Barath. All life ends in stillness. Oh, I guess I didn't get that one right either. I got Palagina with her spirit banishing sword, and she's over here. She can't even kill him. Okay. What are you doing, huh? What's wrong? What's wrong, baby? Okay, I don't feel like reading all this out loud. This is a lot to read out loud. 2 faces of Cyrano, what we call Barath. The door to Celon Barag, or Cleobon Relog. Its skull gaping and jawless. Continues through the maw. Dwarfman man stands near it unmoving. Turn and look behind you. An elven woman waits in the road. Continue down the road. His face begins to change. Ew, gross. He raises his cupped hands. They're covered in blood. Ew, gross. He lifts his head. At this time, you know he's looking at you. His renewed face looks like a mask. Ew, gross. Take his hand. You grab his hand, but his skin gives too easily under your grip. His skin splits, following a long seam. Ew. Jesus Christ. Approach the elven woman. Graft your soul to the golden grove. Her roots twine around your fingers. You break away from her brittle grasp. Return them to the wheel. In the lives of the 2 figures from Barath's vision. Lots of bots today. Sorry, I kind of have to keep pausing to ban them. Beast of Winter. This time the cold emanating from the shrine is unmistakable. Why do you keep running around, Josie? Wasn't there one on here? Oh, all life ends in stillness? Maybe that one's the frozen one. Survival begins from strength within? Could be that one too. Nope. I guess we won't get any of them right.
This isn't working.
Palgina, Palgina, what are you doing? I know this place. This is the white that wins. Okay, I'm not. Yeah.
My end comes to all things in time.
Normally I read stuff, but that's just like a wall of text. That's just too much for me. The Hound's Head, constellation which marks the pedestal. From time to time you hear a low rumbling sound like a growl. Oh, Canada got messed up. Okay, my entire party is getting messed up apparently.
Hey.
I didn't think those guys were gonna destroy me like that. Jesus. Okay. 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 Alright, so we got all of them. Council of Stars. So I have 4 things to do. Barath gave me a vision of a dwarf and an elf on an eerie road. Both perished at my touch. Galloween showed me a battle between a great lion and a mighty bear. Hylia revealed a mountaintop temple beset by a terrible menace. At Rimgrand's shrine, I saw a procession of pale elves perish before a wall of ice.
Certainly.
So I guess that means I have to go check all of those out, huh?
Something funny, big man?
I'm sorry, it's just... When you started shouting, that poor man looked as if he'd piss himself.
Nothing seems to trouble you much, does it, Carlo?
What the hell?
Oh, I don't know. I never found much use in getting worked up over the little things.
Maybe to an Omawa, it all just looks like little things.
She's got a point. Okay. So we have the Temple of... Oh, okay, so we need to go to Northwald and then up to the Temple of Hylia. I'm sure that's one of them, right? Alright, let's go to Old Song. Oh. Oh, okay. So it looks like they're all like in this area then. Is kind of what it seems like. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna save there for today, and we'll pick back up another time. I don't know why. I'm just kind of not feeling it right now. I'm kind of tired, and yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of not doing or saying anything. So. Anyway, we'll pick this back up another time, probably tomorrow, if not in a couple days. Depends on how addicted to ESO I get. So, anyway, we'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out today.